Okay. So we're recording. Okay, great. Okay, so I am super excited. So we're on here. I normally try to make these calls like really brief. Like we get in, we get out, but I also want to, if it has to go long, it has to go long. I want to make sure that you guys have your questions answered too, okay? Like that's the most important thing. And so we're getting on tonight. We're talking about Transform 20. And it's not just Transform 20, it is the launch for 2019. So for health and fitness coaches, guys, this is our bread and butter. All right, so this is like everybody's starting to think of like these New Year's resolutions, and as much as we tell them like you can start anytime, people in their mind are going to start on January 1st, 2nd, and they are going to, unfortunately, when they do it on their own, typically are going to be done by the parking lots and gyms are going to be empty by the 31st of January. Like it is a proven statistic. I'm not saying anything to like be mean. We need to prepare for this now. So I want to talk to you guys. I think you guys are brilliant. You're already jumping in and like, I'm taking Transform 20. I know what I'm running with it. You guys know that you're going to do the product. So we don't have to talk about being the product of the product and waiting until April when it comes out. 20 minutes is brilliant, especially for all of us that are like working the busy girl thing right now. So this is our bread and butter. This is going to be amazing. Even if you don't like Shanti, he's not my favorite trainer. He's like, we have a love-hate relationship. But I love the results that he can get, you know? And so if you guys have done a Shanti program before, talk about that, because if you've done a Shanti program, you've had a lot of emotion in it. Like there's a lot. It took me 3 times to get through Insanity. And then Max 30 is kind of like my crown because I did it right after Insanity. And I was like, hell yeah. And I did it on the first time. You know, I hate T25. Anything that's in the hybrid calendar right now, I will not do T25. I hate that program. Like, I'm just not going to, I have to enjoy my workout somewhat. So I actually do Max 30 instead. And I substitute that out. But be thinking about that. Like, be thinking about how you're going to share your journey with Shanti. Like, and if you haven't done the workouts, then start doing a Shanti workout now so you can be talking about that. We've all done Beachbody programs, so we know the mindset, we know the balance, and we know how it works, right? For you guys, what I want to know from you, and this isn't a beginner thing. You both are running challenge groups right now. You both are recruiting. I know you guys have both started setting up for Transform 20. What do you want to do? And my feelings aren't hurt one way or the other. I just want to know if we want to do like a big team consolidated, like high energy, big group, if everybody wants to kind of do their own thing. Do we want to do a holding group and get more people in there and then like all of us feed into that? Do you guys want to do your own and you want guidance on how to do your own? This call is for you tonight because I think in talking to all of you that you have already reviewed the materials. You've been on like Melanie's launch call. You've seen everything in the back office, a lot of the resources. I've had some questions come in from other coaches about like all the packages and the package options and like how to wade through those. And what questions do you guys have? Let me just open it up right now. What questions do you guys have about Transform 20 or thoughts or feelings right now? And I will call on one of you. I'm channeling did you see that? Like my inner Shanti, like I will call on one of you. You are.
Go ahead, Jen. Do you have anything off the top of your head?
I would just say I'm really excited about it for the launch and everything. And like when I went to order my own package and everything, I was like really excited about some of the promo videos and everything. So I guess I've got a Facebook group set up for like a sneak peek, and I'm still talking to a couple people about the free Facebook group or just kind of the get started Facebook group I was starting, and then I was going to work on launching into the VIP. So I don't know if I can try to funnel some people into Transform 20 that are interested. So I guess I'm a little overwhelmed, but I'm trying to set stuff up to get like the sneak peek going for Transform 20 and then generate some interest with that to get people that would be interested in signing up for the VIP for that.
Okay. Leslie, how about you?
So, I'm pretty overwhelmed by the whole just trying to get customers, but also trying to sell this challenge pack launch as well, like all at the same time simultaneously. So I can tell you, like, this week is just insane anxiety for me. I literally took 2 days and just like I had to just stop and just
Good.
compartmentalize my thoughts about what I was doing and just try and come back to it. And so this week I started with again trying to pull up some more customers and just have a successful December as well. So I kind of feel like I hit a wall, and I very much feel overwhelmed by the launch of the new program. There's a couple girls that are in my challenge group right now that have purchased their early access. So there's about 3 of us that are really excited to start on January 7th. That was great. But I'm having issues with finding, I mean, I want to continue with Emerald. Like, that's my goal. So I will be Emerald this month, and I at least need to be 10, Success Club 10. Like, that's my plan. But I have like basically 2 weeks to do that. So I've got a lot of work to do. So that's kind of where I am.
Okay. Let me back up for 1 second and let's set you up for December. All right. Let me set both of you up for December and understand how this is going to run. You're going to have engagement. You're going to have people, because right now, what are people doing? People are running around. They're Christmas shopping, holiday shopping, or whatever it is that they do. They're running around. They're doing that. They're thinking about it. They're like, oh, in the new year, I'm going to do this. In the new year, I'm going to do this. In the new year, I'm going to do this. So don't be overwhelmed, or don't be underwhelmed either if people are not really like jumping on Transform 20. If you hadn't been prepping, like if you hadn't been talking about this 20-minute program for like the last 2 to 3 weeks, if you haven't been doing that, don't expect people to be like just jumping on. Don't be like, hey guys, you guys excited about a 20-minute program? People right now are in survival mode. Really, that's what they are. But they're hearing what you're saying. So the next 2 weeks have to be a consistency in your message. Not saying that you're not going to not have conversations, but it's the consistency in your message. And what's going to happen is anybody that didn't sign up before Christmas, the week of Christmas is going to be silent. The week of Christmas is going to be just like I told you guys on Thanksgiving, is to just be sharing your recipes, be sharing showing up, be sharing like the fun things that you're going to do, give people free tips, stuff like that. And then the week after Christmas, people are going to wake up and go, shit, it is 2019 is right around the corner. I need to do something. And that's where everybody else is going to sign up at. So you've got, like you said, a 2-week period, Jen, or Leslie, you got a 2-week period, and then silence. And then after that, you're going to have everybody signing up. And it's going to be boom, 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 boom. So Success Club 10 on all of our radars is absolutely doable. For some of us, it might not end up happening until that last week of December. That is perfectly okay. And then it's going to be crazy the first week of January. But people are already making up their minds of what they're going to do. They're getting bombarded with these advertisements in the mail, on their doorsteps, like what their friends are seeing, what they're hearing on the radio. How do we distinguish ourselves from being not noise? Like that's what we're doing. Like, so be honing in on who your market is. For me, busy working moms, like a busy working mom does not have time to take their kid to a daycare, to then get to the gym, then to do this, and then to pay that. And they've got all the bills and they're probably paying daycare on top of it. No, we don't have time to do that. We've got time to go in our basement, sweat it out. And that's what I'm going to appeal to. So really think about like the top 5 things of who your market is. And that's your post, drive home that with your posts. Leslie, you do a great job with your food posts too. So like you're really into the foodie thing, and keep driving that home. Just keep driving home like the balance of your food and your fitness, and you keep it all fun. And because Transform 20 is going to have a really flexible meal plan. Like it's designed for 2B mindset and it's designed for the containers. So if you come across the emotional eaters, 2B mindset's where to go. If you come across like the people that just need to everything else, that they just need a balance. They need a meal plan, they need containers, and they need flexibility. But either one of them is going to work. And I like that about Transform 20. Beachbody sets you up with everything that you need, like all the products, all the social media. If you guys have been in the back office, and seen where the product tips and everything are, I think Melanie went over that.
Okay. So is that basically the training tab? Is that the training tab when you go into, let's say, your coach office? Like a liking color, you get there and there's all kinds of stuff. Like you can find everything about trainings and
it is grow your business, and then there's a products tab. So sorry, it signed me out. Oh, and you guys, thank you so much. I need to post this too. We are now in week 3 of 1-Star Diamond qualifying team. So 3 of 6, we're halfway there, guys. I'm so excited.
Yay!
I'm so excited for us. Okay. So you can do one of two things. When you go onto the landing page, you can go to the Coach Breaking News where it's got Transform 20, or you can go up at the top where it says Grow My Business. And there are product tools and shareable media.
Okay.
If you go in there, you scroll down, T20 or Transform 20 was right at the top.
Okay. So it's just a word that people are using that I don't know what that means. So
which one?
When you say the back office.
Got it. The Coach Online Office. When you log into teambeachbody.com and it says Coach, and you come into Coach and it comes into that landing page, that's the back office. It's not the front where everybody's shopping Team Beachbody. No, that's a legitimate question. That's a great question. And so everything you need that the public can't see is what is in the Coach office there.
Okay. All right. So tracking sheets, all that stuff I'm using.
Yeah. Okay. Anything that you need is in there. I will tell you. And so I started sharing, and I just came across a whole, pardon my language. Are we okay with cursing? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I came across a whole shit ton got shared with me of like the T20 test group results. I had a whole document of that shared with me. And then I had a whole thing of when you get to like the high group, like there's the thing called the round table with like all the really high coaches, and they all share all their social media products. And I had a whole bunch of them just got shared with me today. I was like, money, don't have to be creating our own IG stories. And then they look all professional too. Like they're really great. So I'm going to share them to the team page here. And so we can be doing that in our stories. And we have these professional ones. So it's not always going to be just what Beachbody does. That's the great thing about the Dream Team and the connections that we all have is that we're going to have a lot that we don't have to do ourselves. Like we don't have to reinvent the wheel. And anytime you don't have to reinvent the wheel, that frees you up to be having a conversation with somebody else about the interest or the interest that's getting generated. So I will get that shared too. Yeah, but normally everything in the back office, and if you're a creative person, that's where it all starts from originally. That's the media.
Okay. Cool.
Yep, the media and images. Mel went through, if you guys were on that call for the Transform 20 launch for the Dream Team, and she went through the exact same process. That's the exact same thing that we all do. Like she pulls out the images. She does this. It's not anything fancy. It's like the daily showing up and generating that interest. You're never going to have one big post that generates like 5,000 people to sign up. It's never going to happen. It's going to be somebody watching you consistently over time, and you keep showing up and you're going to have your onesies and twosies, but the onesies and twosies are what builds your business. So that's the really important thing to remember. Okay. So Jen, you said you've already got your group signed up. I saw the invite to that group. what do you guys feel? Do you want to do a big team group and like we kind of mastermind like a posting a schedule so that we all don't get overwhelmed running multiple challenge groups? Because this is what we're getting into right now. Like, Lizzie, you're going to be feeling it too, because you've got your challenge group running. Jen, you've got your challenge group running. Now we're going to be running a challenge group for Transform 20. We're running a launch group to hold people to like get their interest. And then we're going to be running another challenge group. And it's going to be, there are going to be times that you're going to be running 2, 3, 4 challenge groups. And you're like, what is going on? And so it's nice. Like I did the FitBet. I partnered up with the coaches to do the FitBet. And it's really, really nice when you just don't have all of that pressure on you. And then you can focus on the launch, or you can focus on, you know, if we're working on, like one of you guys are working towards Diamond, and I can help strategize for you because I'm not worried about like running the challenge group the whole time. So if you guys think, and you've already mentioned it, if you think that you're going to be getting kind of overwhelmed, you're having some anxiety, you have to, it's a great thing to partner up. It's a great thing to partner up with other coaches outside of our Team Busy Fit team. But it's also great if we can do it strength in numbers within our team too. So I am open to it. I want to let you guys, and I'll put it out to Holly and Caprice and everybody else and the other coaches and stuff too. And you guys can decide what you want to do. I just need to know by the end of like in the next day or two, so that I can start launching everything. If whatever I'm doing, I can start doing it because that business needs to start getting launched. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Anybody have any feelings or thoughts? Like these are open for you. I know they're getting recorded right now, but they're only getting recorded and they're only getting shared within our team, our small team here, for the people that can't be on. So Caprice and Holly and Aaron and, you know, like all of us. It's not getting shared with anybody else. So whatever you guys have feeling wise, share it. They've either gone through it or they don't know that they're supposed to be going through it, if that makes sense.
Well, it was really helpful to understand that it's encouraged to pair up with other people. I had no idea. I just thought that, you know, I was supposed to talk to you and nobody else. Honestly, had no clue. So it's kind of cool to know that. And I appreciate that. So it's good because you definitely have a bigger network than I thought I had to lean on. So that's great.
We have a huge network. I mean, I've been doing it for 3 years, so sometimes I forget how big my network is and what it was, how intimidating it was. To be honest, and this will not get published, so I'm going to say this. To be honest, when I started with Mel, like she was really pushing for some like 3rd CBC, like 3-star diamond, which means you've gone 15-star diamond 3 times. And so if I wasn't pushing for diamond, I didn't get a lot of attention. So you just kind of figured it out on your own. And it made me realize and so I didn't get a lot of one-on-one FaceTime with her until I hit diamond. And so it made me realize something very important that I want you guys to take away too, is that this is your business owners. So you don't look to me for permission. You go and seek it you seek those answers for yourself. Ask me. I am here for you. But I want you to be self-sufficient, like running your own stuff. I would love to run team stuff with us, but like in a collaborative method. Like not me just like, hey guys, all right, let's go and do this. It's like you guys come in, you're like, I've got this idea, let's do this. And I like my people here, and let's do this and let's do that. Because you guys own a business. You own your business. I own Team Busy Fit. And just because we all happen to be part of Team Busy Fit, and then this team gets built here and this team gets built here, my goal, my job as the coach for you guys is to get you as self-sufficient business owners as possible, as quickly as possible. It's not meant to be a harsh thing. I am always here for you for the guidance and the support. I am always here for you to run the groups so that we can like divide and conquer and split in efforts. But you don't need to look to me for permission to run your business. If you're just like, I'm cool on my own, cool. If I'm cool and like you were out there and somebody posted something that really struck with you, like it was a teacher thing, you know, or maybe there's a PT person that's in there and you're like, oh my God, you know, we could run like this totally cool PT group. Do that. Like reach out to them and and do that and feel empowered to do it. But it's not just going to come to you. You have to be aggressive and go after it and not be scared to do that. And I'll support you 100%. If you're going silent and I'll probably check in and be like, hey, what's going on? But if you're just like, I'm cool, I got this, I'm going, that's cool. You know, if you're going silent and like, I'm not seeing any Success Club points and there's nothing's getting generated, then I'll be like, sister, what's going on? Like, everything okay? Like, what do you need? And I tell you, you guys have seen it in the challenge groups, Jen, especially over the last year. This year was a horrible year for me. And the fact that I am still here, so I can help you get through anything. Like, whatever mindset that you're going through, I will help you get through anything. Because again, Mel and I have talked about this now in 3 years, and you develop some great friendships, but shit, I'm still really impressed I'm still here. Like, and now I feel really excited about coaching again, and like the future, and like what this business means and what we're doing. And I don't know if you guys know this, and I was excited, and I mentioned the 3-star or the week 3 of the 1-star qualifying. But you guys know, I was sitting on the couch Thursday night, the Thursday before Thanksgiving, and I looked at my husband and I was like, you know, Mel isn't even sure if we're going to make top 10 team this year, and that's really important to her, and I could contribute 25 points. I think I can do this. And from Thursday to Wednesday before Thanksgiving, I turned my husband's account into diamond. Like, I just made a decision. So you guys, going emerald is a decision, going diamond is a decision, going 1-star diamond is a decision. Actually, we can control it up to 3-star diamond. And you guys want 3-star diamond, because if you want the significant impact that you've all said that you've wanted when we had our conversations initially, you control 2 accounts, you get yourself 1-star diamond, 2-star diamond, you open up a second business center. That is where the income is really going to start coming, and you can grow yourself to diamond there. So you can actually grow yourself to premier. So you can grow yourself to 3-star diamond before you start growing the rest of your people. So just be thinking about that in the back of your mind, that it's a decision, it's a choice, it's a business mindset, and you will, when you're ready to accept that and to do that, things are going to change for you. And I totally believe it. And this is the first year that I talked 5-star, and I really believed it. Like, I firmly believe in 2019 that we can be an elite team. And that only comes from you guys too. Like, those of you that are showing up here. I'll do my part, I'll lead, but we do it together. Like, I can't do it on my own. So with that said, you guys want to have a vision party? Totally
Sure.
totally jumping track from Transform 20. I want you guys to digest where you want to go with it. But like I said, within like the next 2 days, I just need to know what your thoughts are. If you want to collaborate and have a big, like, get the synergy and get the groups going, or if you want to do your own thing and have your synergy there, that's great too. But we want to get it going. But that vision party, I want us, if you have you guys done vision boards before, or goal boards or anything like that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You've done?
I haven't really done much. Just setting goals, but not like a vision board or anything.
Good. So Christy, so Jen and I are both in Business Boutique from Christy Wright, which is it's a business development thing that we had went through. And I honestly, I'm not a very religious person. I think you and I've talked about that before, but this just like, it blew my mind. I'm super happy that I ended up going, because it kind of really changed the outlook of things. Excuse me. She's coming out and she's talking about some vision board stuff right now too. If we want to get on a call, or we can just kind of let's get on a call and do it. And maybe we can do it next Thursday. That'll work. I'm in San Antonio, but we can still do the call next Thursday if you guys are available. And what we will do, what I want you to do right now, and this is your takeaway, good, because it's 9:27. I want you guys to take and find like 3 things that scare the shit out of you, but that you know deep down inside you really want to do, like big, long-term, 100-yard goals. Like they're or 100-meter goals. Like they're out there, they're down the road a little ways, but you want to get there. And I want you to find at least 3 of them. If you have more of them, that's awesome. I want you to do that. And I also want you to find maybe like some goal. Guys, we've all been floating around with some goals, like some things that we think about in our head. We need to put it down on paper, so that we and have it as a daily reminder. And then, do you guys both use Canva, or do you guys have Canva? Okay, yep. We'll do them in Canva. It's really easy. A lot of people, if you guys are crafty people and you have magazines, or you want to cut out pictures or print off things on the internet or whatever, that's totally fine. You can. I just happen to go out to Google and just download a picture. And then from the picture, I will create my board in Canva, because that's just what I do, because I'm not a creative person. But either way works. Just come prepared with like some really scare the shit out of you goals, and then some nearer term goals that you're like, yeah, I can do this, or I'm going to do this year. And we just need to have that in front of us on daily reminder. Okay?
Okay.
All right. I will get that set up for next week.
So, Chris, I have a question.
Yep.
Having the spouse account is not going to happen for me.
Okay.
So, can I still do what I want to do?
Yeah, you sure can. Let me ask you, why will the spouse account not work for you?
Because it's not going to happen.
Okay.
We're fine. It's just it's not going to work.
Okay, so if it's not going to work for him, I mean, if he's worried about having to do product or having to do anything else, or even having the Social Security number out there, like some people are just worried about that. If it's a Social Security number, just understand you don't even get access to that, even if you're the spouse. It's very highly regulated. If you don't have the spouse, if you have a best friend, if you have a mom, if you, let's see here, accounts that you can control up to 2. So like essentially you can have your name on the account. It's supposed to be a family member, it's supposed to be an immediate family member, spouse, or sibling. If you don't have any of those, if you have a really good friend that essentially you could funnel everything through, you could do it that way too. You just wouldn't have your credit card number attached to those orders or anything like that. But you could easily sign that person up, and how you guys work out the commissions that are earned, that's on you guys.
Okay.
But like I have a husband that's like, what do you need to do to make this happen? You know, I want a sugar mama. So, okay. And so he's on one side, my mom's on the other, and both of them are like, just do it. And my mom's only thing was, will you tell me if I need to file taxes or anything? And the great thing is that growing it, like a controlled account like that, that's not like you're sinking all of your coaches into, she's not going to hit that threshold, like just to be a controlled account. So you're good there too. Like people worry about the tax implications on that. So,
okay. When do you recommend like the spouse account? When is that once you get 2 coaches underneath you, or when's it best to open up that second account?
I will recommend you want your spouse to be high enough up, so that they are early on, and you'll understand that it's going to be, as you get into a little bit more advanced of like cycling and everything. And then when you're growing your spouse's account, like if they're Emerald, they're cycling, you want them cycling high, in your chart. We can do a whole different call on this, where I can do it a little bit more official than my little fingers like this. But, my husband was my 3rd coach I signed, first one on my weak leg. My mom was on my strong leg, with the intent that I was always going to grow my husband's account. And that's because later on, knowing that you have a second business center that you can open, what will end up happening is I will put that business center under him. And so I'm literally going to double cycle. So Leslie hit Emerald last week. Woohoo!
Congrats.
Yes. So she hit Emerald last week. So she starts that team cycle bonus. So not only is she making the commissions now, she's making these team cycle bonuses. So now she's got 2 sources of income. What ends up happening is like then your spouse down here, or whatever the controlled account is that you have, then that account is going to start cycling. So they make emerald. Like, you're going to grow them to emerald. They're going to start cycling. And that's going to be one leg to get you to diamond. And then later on, when you hit 2-star diamond, because then you've got diamonds on both sides, like, just to get to diamond, you're going to have an emerald on each side. And then once you hit emerald, then you're going to grow both sides, and you're going to have a diamond on one side. And that diamond, in this case is this controlled account, is that controlled account. When I get to 2-star, I can open a second business center, which then I put under my spouse's account. And so all of the volume that's happening of all of the coaches that I've got signed up underneath, and all of the coaches that have signed up underneath are all cycling and filtering up through him and then to me. So if you're looking to maximize income, have your spouse or whatever controlled account that you're going to have high in your on your pyramid.
Okay.
Which does not mean pyramid scheme, by the way, just because it's a shape. It's a shape, just like any organization. If you're in a brick and mortar, like, how many CEOs do you have?
Corporate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You will face this question so many times, and then you'll question yourself, like, am I doing something legit? The company, Transform 20, do you know what the 20 represents? 20 years. It's 20 years. It's not that it's 20
minutes.
It's 20 years. Beachbody is at 20
That's
years.
what I thought.
Well, yes, technically 20 years, but they're launching Transform 20 on the 20-year anniversary. Like, so we are coming up on the 20-year anniversary of Beachbody. Guys, we're not part of a scheme. We're not part of a pyramid scheme or something illegal or anything else like that. There are a lot of them out there, and be prepared to address that in conversations. You will address that in conversations. People will bring it up because there's a lot of shitty products out there. I'm not a shitty product. I'm here to tell you why. And every single time I have that conversation in private, make that a public post. Just turn around, just like, don't even address it. Like, yeah, cool. That's your opinion. I'm not going to change your mind. But I'm willing to come out on record and say, this is why I love Shakeology. This is why I love Beachbody programs. This is why I love the team that we do things with, and in the perks and the bonuses and the benefits. In, the paid trip on the Bahama cruise that, Beachbody's paying for me to go on a Bahama cruise. Like, how nice would that be for you guys to take your spouse or your family on an all expenses paid trip? Like, if that's not a goal, like, if that wouldn't motivate you to hit Success Club every month, and that's all you have to do is hit Success Club every month to have a paid trip, right? Little things like that. So it's going to be awesome. Very long way of answering your question. Did that answer your question though, Leslie?
Yes, but I'm probably going to ask you the same question again because I'll have more questions about that question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great.
As you have the questions, you guys know I work during the day. I don't always have access to my phone, but as they come up for you, throw them out there and I will answer them as soon as I get in. Like, cool. Just throw them up in the team page and just tag me in it. And somebody else might jump in and have an opinion. It's important to continue to share in the team page and it not just be me sharing, because I've already been through it. I've weathered it, but people are going to say, am I going through this? Is it just me? Am I crazy? And when they hear from you too, and they're like, oh, great, another coach is going through this. All right. It's not just, it helps us to identify and to relate. And so I think that's really important too. Okay. All right. All right. Next couple days, let me know about Transform 20. I hate you, Shanti, and the step. I'm looking at it right now. It's up on my hair, but I love the results that you get, and I love the feeling that you give me. So, like, Tabata strength today. I don't know if it's just because I turned 40.
I did that one yesterday.
Did not max out today. I crushed to that.
Awesome.
That will never happen again. Never.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm really sorry. Also, I'm really sorry about last night too. You can see the Christmas tree back here. It's a bigger Christmas tree. We don't have to have this recording of what happened. I'm just really sorry to be inconsiderate of your time. So, all right. Any more questions? All right.
Good for now.
All right. Have a great night. Talk to you guys later.
Happy Friday. All right. See you guys.
Bye.